Don't listen to this if you're a pussy.
Bretzky!
What?
Get your ass over here!
All rise! It's the VIPod!
Come get it while it's hot. Season 2 is just gonna smell like a fried chicken fire log in here. Squirt. Squirt, 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 squirt. You know what our listeners want to hear? What? I don't know either. Where's that cactus? We should just have the cocaine song as our intro.
What the
I'm an immigrant. Did you just try to play footsie with me? You know who I really hate?
Tommy, I am your father.
Oh, so now we're doing movie quotes?
Yep.
Run, Bretzky, run! Are you recording?
Yep.
No, but really. Are you recording? Yeah. I get it. I see what you're doing here. You may be seated. I am Wayne Bretzky, and this is the Wayne Bretzky Show. Fuck you.
I always wanted to see what happened if I said that.
Nah, I mean, I don't give a shit. Nobody listens to this show anyways, right? Apparently.
Well, last week was the Dagwar show. So
Yeah, so last week's episode was released a little late just because I was really busy. Had to catch up with school.
Not at all because it was a mess recording.
No, I mean, you know what? Honestly, like it took me about 6 hours to edit because you guys wanted to cut some things out. So, had to.
In all fairness, Jags requested the cutouts. I just agreed with them.
Which is really weird. Like Jaguar does not fucking usually care, but for some reason.
That's how bad it was.
Yeah, he got pretty bad.
He's like, yo, I got a business to run, bud.
Yeah. But I'm Tommy Show, and today's guest, I'm super excited, but I know Bretzky has been popping boners since he found out that you're coming on the show. Justin, and I'm going to butcher your last name, Lamoureux?
That's good.
There we go. Okay.
Lamoureux.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
Fucking guy.
From Rainy Day Forge.
That's right.
And it's a rainy day today. So.
It is. Wow. Oh, yeah. Hey, look at that. Fuck. That's awesome. Welcome to the show.
We timed it.
Yeah,
Perfect.
right? Yeah, it was meant to be.
I'm stoked to be here.
It might
guys.
not be rainy when we air this. Actually, I think it's supposed to be rainy on
Well,
that day, too.
we're going to make it rain.
Loads.
Yeah, so we say loads
right.
on our show instead of cheers just because we're
oh.
cooler than everybody else.
All right.
That smells like grapefruit. We are starting this off with a Radler.
The brew of the show.
Nice.
Waterloo grapefruit Radler. Well, one of the brews of the show.
Yeah, one of
We're
the,
gonna
yeah.
have a couple, if you know what I mean.
of the show number 1.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have 1, sometimes we have 3, and sometimes we lose count. But
Well, we split them, so if we have 3, we really have 1.
exactly, yeah, we're being responsible.
What?
You guys
This
are.
is not the feel I
I'm at
get
home.
from this show at all.
I don't need to do anything. I'm at home already.
This is just in case any cops are listening, and we had cops listen because of the prank that went
God.
down. Apparently, yeah.
I heard about this. Off the rails.
Oh, yeah.
nice.
Yeah, it's thank you, sir. Well, loads.
Loads. Clank.
Clink, clink.
Oh, that's a breakfast beer and half.
Oh,
right
yeah.
there.
Did you make some eggs and steak and eggs? Nope.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, breakfast beer.
Yeah, for sure,
I
yeah.
would start my day with that every day.
I mean, I usually have juice and then add like a little bit of
Well, let's
gin
be
to
clear.
it.
Radler's 2.5%.
Yeah.
Like you could drink these all day long and barely get a buzz.
But so let's dive right into it because so we have a mutual friend, your sister, and
That's
my
right.
family. We camp together all the time. They're our camping family, and she's been always telling us like, oh yeah, my brother's forging an axe, a blade, and sword or whatnot. Like, she showed me some crazy pictures, and then it just kind of popped in my head. I'm like, fuck, we should totally have Justin on the show. Like, it would be wicked.
A Winnipeg celebrity.
I know. Yeah, well, and my coworkers know you too. Like, it's just like, yeah, when I mentioned it, and I was like, yeah, I know this guy. He forges knives, and his name is Justin. He's like, oh wait, Rainy Day Forge. I'm like, I have no idea what his company is, you know. But like,
It was probably
blows me
because every
away.
time you showed up to do the recording, I'm sitting here watching Forged in Fire. So
there you go.
Nice.
But yeah, so you weren't always forging knives, right?
No.
You went and became a teacher.
Yeah. Well, before I was teaching, though, I was working for Lund Boats
Oh,
in
okay.
the fabrication department or like prototype
Yeah, yeah.
department. So that really introduced me to like industry,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
then I worked at New Flyer Industries, and there too it was like more the office side of things.
Yeah.
But just seeing office manual labor, like making stuff, and that always was something that I enjoyed. So.
Yeah. Okay, go.
Alexa, stop!
I'm not cutting this out though.
No.
Every goddamn time. This is why we don't time it like this.
Yeah, that's okay.
I can keep going though.
Yeah, oh, yeah, keep going, yeah.
So, I was teaching or studying education,
Yeah.
arts, and then education, and taught for 13 years, something like
yeah.
that.
So what did you teach? Because I know,
Yeah,
like, even if you major in some, which blew my mind, when my wife like finished education, you know, and like she majored in something and she never freaking taught that. I was like,
No,
what the hell?
exactly. Yeah, whatever. It was history and geography.
Oh, okay.
I
So-
considered it hoops to jump through pretty much.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what's my path of least resistance
Yeah.
to get to where I want to go?
Yeah.
And that was it. I did enjoy history. That was
Okay,
a lot.
okay, yeah.
I enjoyed it, like Roman history and South
Yeah, yeah,
American
yeah.
history,
Yeah.
but whatever. That's.
But yeah, so
done.
it's not like you were teaching like shops, right?
No,
Yeah.
no, not at all. No, middle years. So I taught like grade 5, grade 6,
Okay,
grade 7,
yeah,
grade
yeah.
8. Yeah.
Oh, lots of patience for that.
Oh, dude. Yeah, but after like 12 years, you get a hang of it.
Yeah.
My
You
mom
get
worked
pretty
in the
good at
school
it.
system, and she used to always bug me. She'd be like, we need guys. We need guys to do certain things.
Yeah.
And I was just like, no.
Yeah.
No, I will go to jail if I have to work with children, because
like-
I will snap. And
I didn't enjoy going to school like as a kid either. So like part of my mantra, I guess, was like, let's just try to make it enjoyable for these kids, because they're locked up 10 months a year in this classroom,
Well,
and
school's
like
so different now too. I was showing Tommy my son's like class, like his day of school, and I'm like, man, I'm going to start dressing up like a kid and just showing up with him.
Oh yeah,
going
like
to
they have
class
like
with him,
video
man.
editing and stuff like that. It's just like, damn.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, things are
broadcasting
different.
101 and
Yeah,
all that. Yeah.
But yeah,
So that's another reason
and
why
then
I'm
and
going
then
to.
one day you just decided to
Yeah, at one point during my career, I was like, I felt disconnected. I felt kind of like I was done. Like, okay, I can do this. I'm good at it, and like I'm done.
So
And
were you making blades like just on the side or like just
no, not at all.
okay,
no,
no.
I wasn't there
Yeah.
yet. No.
No.
Or was I? Maybe a little. I'm not sure anymore. It's a while back.
yeah.
But I got disconnected. I was listening to how I made this podcast.
Okay.
It's like entrepreneurs and their
Yep.
story of how they became a business owner and their success. And I was like, I'd go for a walk at lunch, just trying to disconnect from like the other teachers
Yeah.
a little bit, make my like departure a little bit easier on myself. I cried like a baby anyways in front of the whole school. This was a great like 10 years, and I just bawled. Like I wear it on my sleeve.
Yeah.
But yeah, once I was disconnecting, listening to this podcast, and I was like, fuck, okay, I need to try entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
I need to get out. And it didn't really start with blades. I started with like video editing and like social media marketing stuff, but I just wasn't knowledgeable enough.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, maybe I can film myself making knives and put that on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I just got carried away. And then someone says, oh, I'll give you some cash for that knife. And you're like, oh, all right. Yeah.
and then the ball started rolling.
I think I should do this full time.
Yeah. No, that's crazy.
So where did you like? Where did you learn this? Like, at what point in your life did? So yeah, my titty just fell.
Yeah, I was watching it roll across the table.
But like, yeah, at what point in your life did you like learn about forging, blacksmithing? Like,
Oh, you said it. Forge and Fire. I saw it on TV and I was like, wow, these yahoos can do it. Like with the background and like I lived in the country. I always like my dad welded and made stuff in the shop and like I was like, oh, these guys are just hacks. Like sometimes.
Yeah. No,
some
they
of them
really
are
are.
incredible, but some of them are hacks and it's like, okay, if they're hacks, I can do it for sure.
Yeah. Or just see where your skills are, and then you know, just kind of like.
So watching that and then learning by mistakes, like I'd make something and quench it in water, and then the knife fractures. You've got a bunch of pieces of steel, and you're like, but I saw it like on TV. It was done like this. Like, why doesn't it work? And then okay, Google, YouTube, and you find like YouTubes that you connect with, and you guys are streaming on YouTube or putting it on YouTube. So that's really awesome. And just being able to connect with YouTubers, it's a form of social media once
absolutely.
you really connect to it, and writing comments and getting feedback, and I don't know.
I'm
learning.
getting such a boner because I expected you to be like, oh, well, you know, I had this uncle who was a farrier for years. And so he
Not
took
at
me
all.
under his wing and taught me everything. You're like, no, I just watched a TV show
Dude,
like you.
so I got addicted to going to like auctions.
Guess what I'm doing next week?
Buying an anvil, and like, you're gonna start forging.
I already have an anvil. I just need a forge.
Actually,
All right, I want to check
if
it
you didn't
out.
know, like Bretzky has everything.
It's not actually an anvil. It's a piece of railroad. But
That works.
it's my anvil.
Yeah.
Well, you start out.
You can flip it upside down. It's got a flat side, and you can flip it right side up. It's got a round side.
It's just like this
Perfect.
podcast, right? We started with shitty microphones
you
and
start
a
with what you
plastic
have
table, and we
Dude.
work our way up, right?
Exactly. Totally.
I've got an old sharpening steel that's made of steel. That's already got the tang and everything. Like,
There you go.
Nice. Yeah. So I know you brought some knives to show off. For us.
You bet.
Well,
hard
these
to
out of my
like
way.
transmit that in podcast form, but
Oh, absolutely.
I'll
Yeah.
try to be descriptive, I guess.
Yeah. No, but like, we'll get to that.
All right.
Because I see that like you have different blades, and so I assume they're different types of steel. Like, or can I just find a piece of steel and just see what's going on with it?
At first, really, when you're starting off,
this guy's never watched Forged in
No,
Fire before.
no, I did. I
Clearly.
actually,
Yeah.
I've never seen one episode.
Well, on Forge and Fire, they'll be like, it's 5160 or it's
Yeah.
1095, and that's pretty much as far as they go. Maybe the odd other steel,
And I'd be
but
like,
they're like,
speak English, motherfucker.
yeah. But there's tons of different steels, and this is like the American steel coating, pretty much. And there's countless types of steel, and each one has like different properties, but also different recipe on how to like get the best performance out of it. And that's part of the learning as well, and that can take years. I'm experimenting still, trying to figure out what steel do I really like, but I just nailed the heat treatment on a nice run of 11 blades, and I'm super stoked on it. They turned out.
I have no idea what you just said.
They turned out perfect.
I do,
Yeah.
because I watched Forged in Fire.
So I guess we're gonna shouting out the show, which is hopefully we get some
I'd say
listeners
it's like
from there.
18th or 19th season right now. It's
Oh,
doing,
wow, okay.
It's doing okay.
It's doing all right. Yeah.
So walk us through a process
Right.
of going from like raw material to the final product.
Sure. Yeah. So you can do it in many different ways. If you want to like do the blacksmithing part where you're actually like hammer and anvil and your forge and you're shaping it, then there's like a whole process where it's hard Play-Doh. Like you get it to a plastic state and you're hammering it, and there's techniques where you can like draw out the blade or like form the tip, draw out the tang and stuff like that. Lots of people do stock removal. I've been working more hammer and anvil and working my way more towards stock removal, just entrepreneurship. Like,
So what is stock removal?
stock removal is exactly what it sounds like. You've got stock and you're removing steel off of
Okay.
it. So you're like, I've got a piece of steel that's this shape, and I'm going to cut away and put it until it looks like a knife.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there's the heat treatment, and that's again depending on the steel. Is it stainless? Is it just like a normal carbon steel? Is it like toss it in the forge for 5 minutes and quench it in oil and hope for the best? Or then you can like get a kiln and like find the actual recipe from the manufacturer of the steel, and like, okay,
Yeah.
they're suggesting I do this, and then this, and then this, and then you're checking it afterwards to make sure it got that hardness, and abusive tests. You hammer through a bolt. Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that. Abusive
What have you
test.
been
The old
testing
hammer test.
abusively?
Well, let's. Why don't we crack the second beer, and we have some snacks ready. So we'll take a quick break right now, and then we'll be back right away.
All right.
Badlands Promotions Inc. is a music production company based out of Portage La Prairie, Manitoba, Canada. They promote local shows, all ages, and 18 plus. They also offer a wide variety of services including concert promotions, tour bookings, merchandising, flyers, photo and video services, studio recording, EPK, and website building. Call Badlands Promotions Inc. at 204-595-0500. You can also email them at badlandspromotionsplap@gmail.com. VIPod is very excited to promote every Badlands Promotions Inc. show, so come out and support your local scene. Okay.
All rise.
Okay, so we got the Bretzky bites here, and we got some drinks now. Loads.
Thanks. Ooh.
You got a drink? Oh yeah,
Loads.
right. I said I didn't want one. Of
I
those.
almost said cheers. Fuck.
Whoa. Some Wisers too. Yum.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Okay, so you talked about removing the stock
Yeah.
and all that, but so how did you start? Did you have any equipment, or did you have to go and buy something basic?
Right, right.
Because did you just
So
start hammering away?
where do you get stuff, right?
Right,
So
yeah,
I was
exactly.
like, I have no idea. Let's
I
go
mean,
to...
like Bretzky has a railroad
That was
track.
actually one of my questions. So
Okay.
There we go.
He stole it from you. What the fuck?
where'd he get stuff?
No, I went to a few auctions, and I was like, all right, I'm going to auctions, and then like you end up with a truckload of stuff.
Okay.
You wait till the end of the auction, and everything was like $1, $2, $1, $2,
okay.
and I'd get like random scrap steel, and you can make stuff out of like old farming equipment, old leaf springs,
Okay.
coil springs off of vehicles. But my first anvil was like from an auction where it was like $50 for like a 40 pounder or something like
What
that.
about your actual forge? Like, I'm
Yeah.
assuming you run a propane.
Yeah,
forge?
propane forge. First one, homemade. Went on to instructables.com,
Just some
found like
heating
a
bricks
guide.
and-
Yeah, well, Kijiji, I found some like chimney bricks, which were not rated for that heat, so they'd like it was a nice forge that slowly got smaller and crumblier.
Oh,
and
really,
smaller.
eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then I decided to make a different style of forge, which is a ribbon burner forge. It's like a whole bunch of jets that come out of like one brick, pretty much.
Oh.
Yeah, and then you push air behind it, a little blower, and then you've got
Like a convection oven almost?
like
Like kind of circulating the air so it's
well,
even throughout?
you're pushing the air with your propane so that you get enough like oxygen to burn that propane at a high temperature.
Okay.
Yeah, it works awesome, and it's a way quieter system than like the traditional Venturi ones. And if
how-
you don't know what that is, go look it up.
How big is your forge? Like what sort of limits do you have with what you're forging? Are you limited to knives, or can you go like up into the sword territory?
I can
and stuff?
get. Oh yeah, I can make bigger because I made it myself, so I could take out the bricks in the back end and pass longer pieces of steel. I could take the one side of it off as well,
Nice.
so I can have bigger pieces in there for like more blacksmith, architectural, or whatever ornamental work. But yeah.
I'm just gonna pull up your Instagram
Yeah, I
here,
see that.
because you probably. I wonder if you have any of this stuff that you're talking about
You know,
on there, or
I it's on my YouTube for sure.
oh, okay.
So
well,
I'm
let's pull that up.
It's all under Rainy Day Forge. And I have the full build on YouTube, and it's
Okay.
like one of my first YouTube videos series or whatever. So it's kind of spotty, and it should be way shorter, but it is what it is.
I should warn you as well, those sauces, barbecue, Frank's, and then an actual pretty serious hot sauce.
Is that I've heard about your hot sauce.
No,
It's
actually,
not the peach habanero.
No, I
It's
didn't bring
it's a
down.
Jamaican hot sauce, actually.
Hey, man. All right, I'm gonna give it.
Yeah,
give it a
go ahead,
shot.
dig in, yeah.
Let's go, Frank's. And what is this? This is
It's just pork.
pork.
Yeah, it's
Pork belly or something, or just
Yeah,
chunks of pork.
I think this one's a rib roast.
Yeah.
I get what I can get.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're on your page here. So I mean, yeah, like we're not gonna watch the whole thing, but
No.
we'll just kind of skip through. Okay, so you go through like a drawing process,
Yeah.
kind of.
What happens if you can't draw?
You know,
learn
there are some blacksmiths that say I can't draw, and then they'll make beautiful knives. I just have the ability to draw.
I just don't understand what the fuck they do.
Well, I don't know. I think they have a vision in their head, and they can translate it to steel. but
Were you in
not to
Australia
paper.
and there's a giant spider on the wall, or is that just a
No,
toy?
no, I made that.
Is it made of steel?
Yeah.
Of course.
It's a steel spider I made for Halloween about 3-4 years ago. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So you do have some serious equipment now. I guess over the years you've
You
upgraded, right?
tool up or die.
Yeah. Oh, so that's your forge?
That's the forge.
Okay.
So it'll hit like 2100 Fahrenheit, something
shit,
like
look at
that.
That's a beauty.
Fuck, man. That hot dog in that one would be instant.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Have you ever tried making anything in
Yeah,
there?
reheat a pocket burger in about 0.2 seconds.
Yeah, just like done. Oh yeah. So this is the removing of
Oh,
the
damn.
stalk? Or
This is more. Okay, so there's a third process, right?
yeah.
So this one was making Damascus. So you're forge welding different types of steel together, and then you're doing stock removal after that. But
okay.
making Damascus could be as simple as just forge welding it, or like folding it in different ways,
Yeah.
or like cutting it in different angles and reforge welding it in different ways so you can get different patterns. That one was kind of just a standard. I forget, like 30 layers or something like that.
Oh.
So you've got hydraulic presses and everything too. That's
Yeah. And
gotta
like,
be helpful. Not gonna lie.
dude, yeah. I was not going to attempt
Because if I'm
making
doing this,
Damascus before.
I literally I'm doing charcoal forge,
Right,
and
right.
hammer and a piece of railroad.
If you've got a buddy with like a hammer that wants to come like strike for you, then you can like bang, 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 bang. You're heading like twice as often.
yeah.
Tommy, want to come strike for me?
No. Fuck no. No, so
We'll make a knife. It'll take us 3 years. Come on.
and I guess also it depends on the type of steel.
Yeah.
Different steels have different temperatural levels, I guess, or like when it melts, or like how hot it can get, right?
Yeah, like some steels, if you hit it and it's a little bit too cold, then you could put fractures in it.
Yeah.
Some steels, unless it's like glowing white, like smoking hot, it's not going to move under your hammer. It's just like the molecules in them are just
Yeah.
It's frustrating
Aligned
how
in a
Tommy
way.
clearly watched no Forged in Fire.
Nothing.
before this
Zero.
episode.
I heard about that show just from you. That's about it. Yeah.
right.
I don't
Except
have time to watch
all
TV.
I've done is like use a bench grinder to make a hilt, like a handle. And I took off half the skin on one of my fingers.
Oh, that happens.
That happens.
Yeah, I actually wanted to bring up injuries. What's like the worst injury you got from forging blades?
There's been like little burns and like the odd gash with some 36 grit sandpaper. You like run your knuckles across it, and like it doesn't hurt until the next day when it starts to dry up.
Yeah.
But I smashed my thumb pretty good. Like the backside just hammering on a punch, and I kind of missed the punch and smashed my thumb, and that
you're
one,
going full force, right?
Oh, dude, yeah. You're
But he's lucky
hammering.
because he only kind of missed it.
I kind of, it like glanced off my thumb. So yeah, no problem. I thought it was fractured for a little while,
Yeah.
but it still bothers me a little bit. But like, there's a lot of me that bothers me a little bit.
Did you ever look up like bad injuries from forging, like videos about that stuff, or you just don't want to know, or you kind of know what could happen?
Yeah, you know what you can, but in reality, you're pretty safe. Like, there's rebound where you can like hit the anvil and then the hammer bounces up and you can hit yourself in the face. That's awful. That would be freaking bad.
Yeah, no kidding.
Some people have left their hot cut. That's a hot cut on the screen that you see there. It's like the head of an axe kind of pointing up, and you can sever your steel, cut it, and then fold it or whatever.
That's
where people
this part. Right?
Yeah, that's that part.
Yeah.
So people have left that in their anvil while they're hammering and like take a finger off, stuff like that. Really, probably the most dangerous thing in the forge is my bandsaw. You're cutting, you're pushing towards the blade, the wood slips or the steel slips, and you hit that blade and you take half your finger off or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's not really blacksmith related.
Yeah.
So like injury wise, you're like as prone as any kind of like craft, except you burn yourself and you learn lessons pretty quickly.
And so now you do this full time.
Yeah.
You're
Yes.
a full time blacksmith.
More bladesmith than blacksmith.
Bladesmith. Okay,
Yeah.
I guess blacksmith would be making everything out of
So
steel,
do you
right?
just do
Yeah.
forging, or do you do like like when people need blade sharpenings and stuff like that? Like, is that part of your business, or
It hasn't been. I've been thinking about introducing that just as just entrepreneurship, trying to figure out how to make money.
Yeah. It's extra cash, right?
How money? I don't know.
Yeah. How do I money?
How do I money? Exactly. Who was phone? Yeah.
You
Oh,
noticed
where's
that?
it? Yeah, you saw that.
There's a nice little not crochet cross stitch here.
My
on the
sister
wall.
made that
Yeah.
for
Who
me,
was
actually.
phone? So I need one of those money something.
Yeah.
Something clever.
Carly, you heard it.
How money?
Okay.
So
go ahead,
yeah, no, I haven't done any like sharpening.
Yeah.
I know people do it, and I think some people do pretty well with it. I've been thinking about hanging axes. People break their axe handles and come in. It's a pretty simple process of like hanging an axe.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm a cheap guy. As I mentioned
Right.
before the show, like I don't spend money on knives.
Winnipeg.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's more of a European thing too. So
If you saw away long enough with a butter knife, you'll get through it.
yeah. But
You'll eventually get through it.
you know, I'm actually waiting for my axe to like break.
Right.
So, because I said like the next axe I'm gonna buy, I'm gonna spend the money because you need a
Solid.
good fucking axe to chop wood.
Right.
Like you have a shitty axe, you can break your back, on a shitty piece of wood, that's been dry for 2 years, and so
You go to split it.
yeah. Try to split it with a $20 axe. It's okay. Let's get into the next one.
Oh, what is that? All right.
But yeah, definitely spending the money for the next axe for sure.
This is an old school one. This one's been around for a while, but this is Jerkface 9000. I say this one's been around about as long as the craft beer kind of scene.
Oh, okay. I've
kinda-
never actually seen that can, but I don't really.
Love you.
It's a bit of a darker one, I would say. Like you're gonna get more of that beer flavor
Oh yeah.
on this one.
It's crisp though. It's good. That's good.
Here, Tommy.
Thank you.
I went lit.
Awesome.
Loads.
Loads. Gentlemen, cheers. Oh, loads.
It's okay. You're a guest. We can't give you shit yet. If you keep doing it, then we'll give you shit.
Okay,
yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
Oh, this is nice.
Oh, it's so good. I'm a fan.
So I gotta say, I remember really not liking this one, but I feel like I was really only used to like Kokanee and Budweiser.
Well, I was
that
gonna say,
time.
like, you really just started drinking or expanding the taste buds to
Verizons.
But you have Verizons. Ooh, look at you
I
go.
like
Hey,
it.
see that? See what I did there?
Hashtag.
Expand your horizons.
Hashtag. Yeah, because like even when we started the show, you were always just like Kokanee or Coors Light,
Yeah.
and so yeah, this is fantastic. I really enjoy that.
I don't mind it.
Where's it from?
They're Canadian.
Vancouver, BC. It's your country, people.
Yeah. Well,
This guy loves BC. He wants to move there eventually, I think.
well, I already did
It's
once.
gorgeous.
Yeah,
Just-
but you came back and then we met, and now you can't leave because then the show's done.
Yeah. Chained down.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's like I had kids.
Okay, let's get into the blades that you brought here. You brought
Sure.
a fucking arsenal here.
I did.
Is that even legal to transport all these knives?
It is legal to transport the
As long as they're
knives.
not on your person.
Yes, yeah. Once, like in Canada, the rules are a little bit funny. If you're using a knife as a tool, you're fine.
Yes.
Right? You're like, oh, I
Yeah.
work here and I need this physically
Yeah.
for my job. Fine. If you're just carrying a knife for fun, then it's questionable, and you have to say, "Well,
Yes, if you're
I
ever-
have
if-
a job that requires this."
If you're ever like questioned and you have a pocket knife or anything, it is a tool.
Right, right.
It is
Yeah.
a tool.
It's
Not
not
a
a
weapon.
weapon. Yeah.
A weapon.
Although in front of you, you do have this guy.
Okay,
This is
That's gonna be-
let's get into that one.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's a tool when you're camping, maybe.
I don't even want to bring it in the backwoods,
it's
man.
against the bears.
Yeah, so this
tool for bears.
is
Duh, bears.
the bears. This is a takedown Bowie, and this was my project last summer. I was like, oh yeah, I need to expand my horizons, make something that's a little bit cooler. So the back nut is Damascus. You can pull it off.
Well, and the blade
pommel
itself
comes
is just
off.
a beautiful Damascus.
The
as well.
handle comes
yeah,
off,
look at that.
and then the guard as well almost comes off. And yeah, it's a jelly roll Damascus. It's made out of not 5160. It's 1084 and 15N20. So one of the steels stays nice and shiny when you acid etch it, and the other one gets really dark. And that's what brings out the pattern. And the wood itself. The handle is Manitoba maple as well.
Oh, okay.
And it's just stabilized in.
I have a lot of that in my
Resin.
yard. If you would like to take some,
Oh yeah,
please
yeah.
do.
If you have burls, maybe they're just like a mass that kind of grows on the side of the tree.
Yeah.
And it's like a knotty, twisted
Yeah.
cancer to the wood, sort of. Like that's the best way to describe
Yeah,
it. And yeah, it's shit if you put it as a handle until you, stabilize it. So I stabilized it at home. I put it in like a vacuum chamber for 72 hours.
So you can actually use those black-
softer woods, that you wouldn't think. You're drawing in an epoxy, and then you heat up the epoxy once it's like vacuumed into the wood, and it fills the voids. It gets hard, and it kind of turns it into a plastic, sort of.
I'm not gonna lie. When you started screwing that thing off, I was like,
What's
"Is
it doing?
is that a flask?" I got excited for a second.
Maybe that'll be this summer's project.
That'd be pretty cool. Just have a couple shots in there for emergency purposes, you know.
Well, okay, for emergency purposes, I was gonna say there's no way you can fit enough to like actually matter though.
No,
In
no.
the like that would be a big handle.
Well, but yeah, I mean, fuck. Look, so
Show
yeah,
that on the camera. I don't know if I like
Held it up.
held it up enough, but
yeah,
All right, so
That
you'll have
is
to go to YouTube
just-
to see it. Yeah.
I'm sure you. Yeah, we'll definitely link all like your
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
page to it too, and yeah, like that handle is freaking beautiful.
There we go.
There you go. Yeah, look at that.
Ooh.
And this is where Tommy's gonna get cut because like he never
No,
handled
that
it.
one's not sharp. That one's not sharp. I
okay,
haven't sharpened it.
So this blade, like you said, you have multiple steels that you
Yeah.
kind of heated up and folded them, right?
Yeah. So this one is what I did was a twist. So you heat up your multiple layers of steel that are forge welded together, and then you twist it lengthwise, and that'll give you a pattern in itself.
Oh, okay.
Right. So it gives. Yeah. You can look it up online. Whatever.
Yeah.
It looks like little H's.
press fold.
Yeah.
press,
Yeah.
fold.
Yeah.
So instead of just the twist. I also
Is it like when they make the candy and then they kind of wraps it?
Yeah, actually it is.
Dude.
It really is.
Yeah.
See, I know that process.
I like watching those videos because it's like, oh, they're making a pineapple in their
Yeah,
candy. I could probably do that with steel. That's so
Right?
cool. Yeah, because it's very similar to the
Yeah.
same process. So yeah. So and this is a jelly roll. So once it had the twist in it and it was flattened out again, you roll it onto itself like a jelly roll, and then forge weld it out, and that's kind of what came out of it.
It's beautiful. Yeah,
thanks,
yeah.
man. Appreciate
So
it.
this is the only knife you have like that?
Yeah, that's the only one I have like
and
that.
I guess your
well,
blade.
there's Damascus on this one too.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was gonna say your blades are like, you probably make certain blades that are always the same, like you use the same process.
You bet.
But then you probably have a lot of blades that are like unique, like it's just one of a kind, right?
Yeah, like I've had people reach out for custom knives, and then we're sitting down, we're drawing a knife together. We'll like FaceTime or something, and I'll send back images back and forth and tell, oh yeah, that's what I want. That's the knife. Okay, sweet. And then we kind of decide what kind of steel they want, or what the knife
what is
is
it used
intended
for, right?
for,
Yeah.
right? And some of my knives, like I've got this little guy has been. It's my most popular knife.
I want to talk to you.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, do you have a like a niche, like where it's either a hunting knife or a filleting knife, or like is there a certain knife that for you is just kind of like your bread and butter? That's what you do.
I have
or,
two of
or are you
them.
all over the place?
I'm kind of all over the place because I'm trying to figure shit out.
Yeah.
Like I think experimentation when you're like a new entrepreneur is
Well,
super
you got to keep
important.
it lively for yourself, too,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Oh yeah.
It's
These
gotta,
little guys steal my soul a little bit because I make quite a few of them, but they're like what I call it is the ultralight hiking knife. And they're sold in the States, retailed in an online shop, and they weigh less than an ounce or around an ounce. And you toss it in your backpack when you're going hiking, and you've got a little
Our
little
guest
knife.
next week would actually probably be really interested
Nice,
in that.
yeah.
Manitoba Wildcraft actually is coming out, and
Nice.
yeah,
nice.
like
So I'll
he's
pass
all
that on.
into the. Oh wow, that is
Yeah,
nice
careful.
and
It's sharp.
So, is there a purpose to all the holes, or is that just for
You bet.
reducing the weight?
Weight reduction, and also like the larger
Bending
one
or-
towards the like in the body. Yeah, that's a pinch point, so you can lock in when you're pinching your index and your thumb on it.
Okay.
So you've got like physical contact through the blade. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
For cutting.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
And then the rear hoop, there's a loop there, a hole, where you can stick your finger through it, and it kind of acts as the like handle extension.
Yeah, and you can even kind of get the other
Bingo.
finger in there and get a lot.
So I've had a few hunters say,
Good
"Oh,
leverage
that'd be
in
good
it.
for skinning."
It
Like,
would be
maybe.
yeah,
I don't know.
skinning or filleting, like getting the skin off of fish and stuff like that.
Here, I'll grab it.
Light filleting.
Here. Thanks, man.
Oh, I'm going in the wrong side. I just see it now. As I'm looking at it.
Dumbass.
Wrong hole, man.
But yeah, no, that's I've seen those types of knives now
Yeah.
more and more, and they're fucking sharp.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like some of, and I mean, my buddies showed me a couple, and they're like, yeah, it was like $120. I'm like, for that little fucking thing, and then like you can tell it's solid, and like it just went through the sausages we were having,
And
in
it's
the office.
premium steel too.
It is,
Like this steel compared to your steel that you're getting from your Walmart store knife there is not the same. Not the same at all.
Yeah. Well,
and
and-
even Amazon, like a lot of the stuff on Amazon that you're buying, it's like shit dodgy steel that
Oh, yeah.
is just tossed
Well,
together.
I have like set of like kitchen knives, that are premium knives,
Right.
and then they get dull.
Yeah.
And now if I was to probably spend $200-300 on a kitchen knife, that probably would stay sharp a lot longer than
Right.
the $50 one. Right?
Yeah, because $50, like if you think of the labor involved and the materials involved.
Still coming from a production line.
Yeah, those are mass produced.
Yeah. Well, even with mass production, like steel's expensive.
Yeah.
Like a premium steel, like per foot, you're at least paying like $15 for just like raw steel.
Yeah.
Nothing's been done to it.
And the process of like, I guess, prepping the steel,
right.
it's not like it takes 10 minutes, right?
Oh, dude. Some of, like the big Bowie here that we were playing with, there's probably like 40 hours into this.
Yeah.
But there's learning curve.
Yeah,
to it.
oh, for sure.
There's definitely some learning curve. To redo it, I could probably do it in 25.
Yeah. And then
That-
you do,
but still.
But yeah,
That's a thing that you notice a lot though, like when you're watching Forge and Fire and stuff like that, is when they have a shitty piece of metal. You gotta put a lot of time into cleaning that piece up, and if you don't, it's gonna come back and bite you, and you're gonna be, like you said,
Learning curve.
25, 30 hours in, and suddenly now you've got an occlusion problem or something where something's separating.
Yep.
Because you didn't take the proper time for cleaning 20 hours earlier, and go fuck yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Go cry somewhere.
well, and I'm not.
Make a smaller knife.
I don't know much about, again, like making a blade, but I know the samurai swords,
Right.
like the true samurai swords, they're super expensive for that reason, because they are hours and hours of time put into it,
Yeah.
forging that blade and prepping it and doing all the work. And I know there's lots of people that probably went to maybe Japan and just like, oh yeah, I got this samurai sword. I paid like $700. Like, yeah, that's not a real one, buddy. Like, those
You
are
went- you
probably
went to a gift
thousands
shop.
of dollars. Yeah, exactly.
Gift shop. Yeah.
Right. And like, and so
That's aluminum.
so I kind of heard or knew about that. Yeah, like to get a proper blade, it will cost you because of how much time goes into making that blade. And
Well, and often like there's some great production knives out there. Like you can go to like a maybe not Walmart, but a more reputable
Cabela's.
store. Yeah, and you'll get fantastic knives. Like there's nothing wrong with like a quality blade that maybe what the steel is made out of.
Go to an actual kitchen store.
Yeah. But if you're buying like a custom, someone who is a local maker, and there's some across Canada, there's makers everywhere, and they're making something that's unique that no one else has, and it's special.
Yeah.
Right. And part of that is like getting your name out there, and people are like, oh shit,
yeah,
I want a rainy day knife.
yeah, like shit. I forgot my question.
I don't know what it was.
You should know that.
Psst, dude.
Loads.
Loads. Yeah, man. Let's refresh my memory here. That was a really nice beer. I really enjoyed that one.
Should we
Jerkface 9000. I approve.
prep the last one here?
Sure. Yeah, might as well.
Oh, that's my favorite of the
Handsome
lot.
Lad Brewery, Pig in the Hat.
Pig in the hat.
It's a beautiful beer.
Where's that from?
This is actually a Winnipeg beer.
Is it?
Yep. And it's
Nice.
very nice.
Oh yeah, I know what my question was. How big is the?
Oh.
How big is like the bladesmith community in Winnipeg?
In Winnipeg, there's myself and let's say 2, maybe 3 other bladesmiths that are like
Legitimate.
legit. And then there's a whole bunch of
Like
hobbyists.
making a business out of it.
Right. Exactly. And some of them are hobbyists, but some are more than hobbyists. They're taking it like to market. Oh, thanks so much.
Just because, yeah, like, is there like any, you know, how like when you have like car guys, they have these car shows and everything.
Yeah.
Like where could you showcase your work? At what event could you showcase your work?
Facebook.
Well, no, like in person, you know, like
Well, yeah.
like
That-
would you
that
go to
has been
farmers
an
markets?
issue.
You know, like farmers markets. Sometimes they have like these guys that they make like signs for camping or whatever. You know, they jet blasted or whatever. You know,
Right.
cut out the holes from the plate, things like that. So they sometimes, you know, they have these things, but like, yeah, where could you like go and set up shop. You know,
Yeah,
just to-
there are markets. Like I've tried a few. Some have been total duds. Some have been really successful.
Okay.
Next up for myself is the Winnipeg Tattoo Convention, which is
Ooh.
August 12th to 14th. Yeah,
Nice.
I want to get some ink while I'm there too.
Well, yeah, exactly, for sure. Yeah, I might have.
There's some
If you have
awesome
to.
artists. Like,
Oh, there's some
I'd
great
love
ones,
to.
yeah.
And other than that, like I've been considering like organizing some form of like knife show or blacksmith show for Winnipeg on July. Was it 23rd? The Saturday. There's kind of like a market at Fort Gibraltar.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also president of the Manitoba Blacksmith Guild.
Nice.
So I have a hand in
Guild.
organizing.
I like that word, guild.
Yeah, me too.
That is like, I mean, it brings back memories to, I used to play World of Warcraft.
I was just
So-
gonna say,
Yeah, that's just.
that's a WOW word. For
Yeah. But yeah, it's very fitting. Yeah.
Yeah. When we're shaping or forming the guild,
Yeah.
we're like, is it an association? I'm like, no.
No.
It's gotta be a guild,
Yeah.
guys.
I love it. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and who can join this guild? Anybody?
Anyone,
Yeah.
anyone.
It's just-
So there's beginners that come in and they're like, "Oh, I just want to watch for now, and then I'll warm
so
up
where
and get
do
to
I
the
go?
anvil."
I'm signing up already.
Right now,
I'm
Facebook,
signing up right now.
Facebook, Manitoba Blacksmith Guild, and then from there we have an Eventbrite for this event at the Fort Gibraltar,
Yeah.
and we're gonna have like a table set up there for people
okay.
to like. Lots of the guys are hobbyists, and I put it out there. Just bring that piece of steel that you've got on your bench that's bent up and looks kind of funny or pretty, and put a buck on there or $10 or whatever, and bring it out. But oh, dude, I'd love to have like a legit like blacksmith knife show. Like
Yeah, for sure. Well, and you know, like you mentioned the tattoo convention. Like, I bet it started off with local artists, and then it grows and grows, and now you start bringing in people from the States, from Europe, from all over the world, right?
Yeah.
And you never know, it can grow into something great.
For sure. Yeah. Like right now in Canada, there's the Great Lakes Knife Show, which is towards the end of August. And that's out near Toronto area or something like
Lakes,
that. Yeah. It's near the Great Lakes. Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere there, yeah.
Wow, you're fucking intuitive.
Figured it out.
Yeah. So that one took a hiatus over the last few years there because of COVID, and now it's back up and running.
Okay,
it's just like, I'm going to stay here and go canoeing.
Yeah. Well, hey, there's always next year, right?
Yeah, exactly. And there's like Blade in the States, which is like the biggest knife show on earth.
Okay.
And that's like, that's the huge gathering. Like people from all over the world come in to sell their stuff.
Yeah.
Blade Atlanta. And that was like 3 weeks ago or so.
Nice.
Huge
Did you
show.
find it?
I did. I already. I joined.
Yeah.
Beauty.
Well, I sent my request to join. We got to see if they approve me. But
Yeah. They better fucking improve you. Ask him random questions like, why do you want to join this?
that's actually one of the questions that they had in there.
What is your zodiac sign? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but what's that? The Harley, the big bike gathering in the States? Sturgis. I was thinking like that would be like a wicked, because I can imagine a bunch of drunk bikers. I need this fucking blade. You know, I want to put it in the shop or on the wall.
has the same color as my bike.
Yeah, exactly right. Like that would be a wicked show, wicked place to like have a nice big
sure.
showcase too. Like go and like events like that. I can see that. Yeah, with tattoos and
Get
probably
in the
hunting.
handmade village at Folk Fest. That would be really good.
I don't go to folk.
Possibly.
Hippies stabbing each other all weekend long.
I don't like to think about that.
It's like,
I
don't want my knives to be used for stabbing.
peace and love. I like hunting is great. Culinary is definitely where the route I want to go.
It'll be used for ceremonies.
You do get the occasional like reach out for that. It's like, do you make like sacrificial, satanic, whatever knives? It's like,
Nope.
What kind of dagger? What is your budget?
I need like a goat's horn
What
to
is
be
your
the handle.
budget?
Yeah.
What is your budget is always a throw out there. No matter how crazy the request is, you always got to throw out what's your budget.
Yeah, no, I'll usually like give it the I don't want to make it price, and they go, oh, that expensive, eh? Yeah, sorry. Okay. But if then they're like, yeah, sure, and it's like, all right, fuck it, let's make this knife.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well,
That
Satan
board-
just put food on my table for the next 3 months, so
He just signed the deed.
he's not that bad of a dude, I guess.
A wealthy satanic worshiper. All right. No, I've never made a knife like that. So putting it out there.
Never.
Yeah.
For the
Not
show's
yet.
sake.
Exactly. Not yet.
Nobody's accepted the ridiculous fucking invoice yet, but
Yeah.
it can still happen.
Yeah. But I guess you could totally use like a bullhorn or something for a
Oh, yeah.
handle. Like that would fucking look good on a blade.
Yeah.
I can just imagine or a piece of human bone.
It's been done. I've
Oh,
heard
yeah.
of like femurs and
deer horn and elk horn and stuff have been used a few times on
Definitely.
like Forged in Fire, if you've ever watched that show.
No, actually, I've never seen it.
It's pretty good.
there's a few seasons out there.
There's a few. It's good.
So what other knives do you have here?
Yeah, this one is like a paring knife, so more kitchen, Japanese inspired. What's cool about this one is it's made out of W2, and I'll put it up in front of. Oh, there it is,
Right
in
here.
front of it, right there. So you can see the two different tones of
Okay.
color in the steel. So that was accomplished by putting clay on the spine before quenching the knife, and then you end up hardening the edge of the knife and not the spine. And when you sand it, and I sanded the snot out of that thing. Like I sanded it, etched it in acid to see, is it gonna work? No. Oh, okay. Keep sanding. And then eventually you get to that point where it's like you etch it and it's like it pops out and you see like the color change. It's like, yes, that's what I wanted, son of a
The little
bitch.
water drop, is that your
Yeah.
your
A rainy day, you put a
logo.
little water droplet. Yep.
oops, sorry.
Yeah, so fun little blade to make. I was really stoked with that one. Nice colorway.
Nice. I love the handles too.
Yeah, thank you.
It's really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, handle will take between 4 or 5 hours, dependent on, is it segmented like this red one here with the black line.
Yeah.
Just like getting everything nice and tidy so that there's no gaps between the color changes and everything. Like it's not. I got a tool that makes it faster now.
Yeah.
And once it's adjusted, it works great. But it still takes time to figure all that out. But yeah, add another hour or so to just get that done.
So what's that knife for?
This is more of a campcraft knife. So
Okay.
someone who's going out in the bush building a camp fort or whatever,
Yeah.
and they're wanting to process wood kindling for their fire.
Yeah.
It's got a 90-degree spine. Like usually you'll have a nice soft contour
Okay.
around it. This is 90, so if you've got a ferro rod and you want to start your fire, you can use the back of the knife to do that.
Oh.
You can hammer the back of this knife into your stump so you can process like roots to make your cordage and stuff like that.
You can literally like take a hammer to the end of that knife and just like hammer it in.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You couldn't do that with a kitchen knife.
No.
It would bend.
It's got a thicker
Yeah.
spine.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
made for rugged work. Yeah.
So I'm actually curious. How do you put the handle on? Like, is that just forced in and then like that's it? Like, or like, I know you could. I could probably know this if I watched the show, but since we have a guest, let him answer it. Bretzky, shut the
I
fuck
got
up.
some beer to drink.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's dive in. So you have like a knife that has you don't see the spine or
Yeah.
you don't see the steel through
Yeah,
it. So that's a hidden tang knife.
And that's kind of what like this big one was too, right? Like it goes right through.
Right. It
Yeah.
goes through the wood.
Kind of showed it that.
So that's a through tang. This is a hidden tang, and it's got the one hole. So I think for this one, I ended up putting a piece of brass inside the tang. So when I was drilling through it, the bit doesn't want to like skate
okay.
over.
Yeah.
It hits brass, which is a lot softer, and then it passes through, and you get a nicer, cleaner fit up. all the through tangs are more work.
Yeah.
Like they're more finicky, they're more precise. When you have something like a full tang, which is in reality a better construction, like more rugged,
Yep.
then you've got just sides that you plank onto the sides of your knife. But at the same time, all your holes have a chamfer, so it's like so that the pin slides into the hole, and there's extra holes also so that there's a connection between the scales.
Yeah.
So the glue that holds it all together is like connecting the scales
yeah.
and then the pins. So it's like it's a beast.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
That's
So it holds up for like ever, right?
Yeah.
You give it to your
absolutely.
kid.
So
when
I
you're
gotta
done.
ask you then, when you're making knives, what's your favorite part of the process, and what part do you fucking hate? Because I don't care how much
Yeah.
you love it, there's a part you hate.
Oh, dude. Some people say hand sanding because you're starting at 220 grit, you're hand sanding, you go to 320, 400, 600, maybe 800, and it takes just time and it's repetitive. But that's when I'll stop and listen to a podcast or listen to an audiobook and just kind of like think, right? So it's kind of hard on the body.
Let the mind drift off and just kind of let the
Well,
droning
you can
happen.
Yeah. The grinding probably gives me the most issues with my back. Like I get a sore upper back doing it
I
because
can
you're
see
like
that,
you're hunched over for like an hour and you're like, okay, I need to take breaks to stretch. There's not one part that I hate though. The best part is probably buffing the handle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got it to like a 600, 800 grit, and then you run it to the buffer, and you like it just starts to shine in front of your eyes, and you're like, that's the shit I want to see. That's the one. That's the knife that like I was picturing in my head. Yeah. So that's a G10 handle.
So
it's
that,
like
that's
fiberglass.
wood, that's okay. I was
Yeah.
gonna say like no, it's
This is a G10 fiberglass handle as well. Different colors as well. If you look at the spine, it goes from I think black, gray, then the blue, and that one went through
That's
a
a
few
great
fish
sharpness
today.
on this, too.
Yeah, and that one's stainless too, which is something kind of new to myself. I got myself a nice kiln, and now I can heat treat stainless because stainless takes like more heat than what my forge can
But
output.
I see what you mean with getting that fine finish on the handle and just being like,
that is one beauty of fucking fillet.
well, and feel how sharp that is too. Like that is.
Could I like? Would that shave me?
Yeah, definitely.
Bretzky, come here.
Would it slit Tommy's throat? This knife will kill.
It will definitely kill.
See, I have a again, I'm a cheap bastard. I have a cheap Rapala filleting knife
from
you
the
know?
dollar store.
Well, it's from Canadian Tire.
But
you
it
know?
says Rapala though.
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
And they make fishing rods and
And for
stuff that's
90% of the time, that's probably fine.
And it
because
does the job, but pretty much
if
have to
you're-
sharpen it after every knife.
If
It-
you're
yeah.
not
Every
if
fish.
you're not a fisherman, like full on
Yeah.
fisherman,
Yeah.
you don't need to spend $200.
But if
on
you
your
have a
fillet
knife like that, I could convince the wife that, hey, I bought this knife. Now I gotta go fishing.
Now I
No,
need
if
the
you're a
boat.
guy, if you're a guy that goes
I
out,
need the boat. Yeah.
if you're a guy that goes out every weekend and that's like your food and shit like
Yeah.
that, then buy yourself a nice filleting knife.
sure,
Make
yeah.
it worth your while. Like,
That's exactly what it's for.
Yeah.
It's for the guy that's like, I got the boat. I want the matching knife to go with it. I want like that piece that like the dudes are at
I want
the
that
filleting table.
1990s cup design, where it was like the teal background with the pink slash.
Whatever, man. If it's available.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
There's this guy that I'm sure there's more, but I saw a video where he kind of prepares his meals right on open fire.
Yeah.
He takes like a piece
Okay.
of
So we're going back
stone-
to your other question. So one of the questions you said was, what is your your knives that you sell the most
Yeah.
of. So the little ultralight
Yeah,
knife,
yeah, yeah.
right? The other
It's
knife
the
is
big version of that,
is
basically.
it's a Serbian chef knife.
Yeah.
Right. So I made my own version of the Serbian
Okay.
chef knife. It is way sexier than the one that you see on that video, and the new one that they have on the video is just a turd. I don't like it at all.
But it's not like what I like about it. Like this guy has just a one knife.
Yep.
And like he literally
Chop, chop, chop,
he-
chop,
Well,
chop.
he chops the wood, preps the fire with like he uses that for everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like I fucking love that because you have
Yeah,
just the one knife and it'll do everything.
So if you go back on my Instagram, there'll be a few pictures
Okay,
of,
let's
of
do
that knife and in a sexy way.
My dream is to make my own either
That the one?
kukri or
Yeah.
or copis.
Yeah.
Like I
Oh,
love the
yeah.
I love with the forward.
There, yeah. There you go.
That is
Oh, that's beautiful.
okay. Everyone, check this out. Fuck. Oh, it doesn't move here.
You should be able to, switch it over.
That's
So that's
that
a
is-
handle. That is a Coca-Bolo handle.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. So
Okay, so what are you selling that for?
that knife, I believe, is $350 on my website.
That's a very fair
That
price.
is
Like,
not bad.
I
was
worked-
expecting $800 or so.
Yeah, eventually when people are like, "Oh, I want," and then it's like, "Okay, hang on."
Well, no, I was going to say I worked in the culinary industry for
That's
a long
beautiful.
time, and that is a very fair price
Yeah,
for a custom knife like that.
And that's what I'm trying to keep things as like a decent price for
Yeah.
like to grow my business.
absolutely.
And still like try not to cry when I go to bed because there's like, I don't know.
I would use that
15
all
hours,
day to
20 hours
circumcise
into
Tommy.
a knife.
Yeah. No, but that is fantastic. I mean, first of all, it's a sexy looking knife for sure.
Thank
like
you,
that
thank you.
blade and the handle is beautiful too. What's that handle made of?
It's either Coca-Bolo. It's probably in the description. I think that one's Coca-Bolo or it is Pofero. And Pofero is just it's not in the description. It won't be in the hashtags.
No, it just
No.
is another Beaver Creek Serbian style cleaver.
Yeah. I think that's,
Amazing veggie destroyer. I like that. Yeah. Yeah.
that's our go-to kitchen knife right now. Yeah.
Oh man, fuck yeah, I would use that all the time. I mean, I think I have like 8 kitchen knives,
Yeah.
and then
And you probably use 2 of them.
yeah,
Yeah.
I have 2 of my favorites that I use all the time,
Yeah.
and but yeah, that's something I would for sure use.
Nice. So that what's neat about that one too is I'm using recycled materials for the blade. So
Okay.
there are old steel mill blades. So like mill blades are used for cutting logs or trees and segmenting them in pieces or making boards, and they're like 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet wide.
Okay,
So I'm doing stock removal on those. You cut the steel out of the blade, you grind it, you get it pretty, make it pretty.
yeah.
But that's part of the process. But you're heat treating it and then putting the handle on there. And I like it because it's a recycled piece as well. Yeah.
So, message to my wife. You know what I want for my birthday? It's coming up. That's
September?
end of September. So
Okay, I've been to her birthday party then. Before you were around. I slid down mom and dad's stairs a few times on some mattresses.
It's funny. We actually just talked about that this weekend.
Oh, no way.
We're camping and Celeste brought it up. Like, oh yeah, your guys' parties were crazy. I'm like, fuck, I missed all of that shit. I moved here and she got serious all of a sudden. Like, I don't know. I don't know what happened. It's not my fault.
Funny.
But yeah, the stairs, crazy carpet going down the stairs.
You betcha.
Story comes up almost every time. Yeah.
Excellent. If that's what I'm remembered for.
Yeah, I know. But the parties don't get as crazy anymore. I mean, we had a New Year's party and that was the New Year's party. I puked all over the bedroom and bathroom. But we had
Good times.
Yeah, great times.
Not just one place, but both rooms.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was funny because we just had my son. Son was born in April, so he wasn't even 1.
Right.
And and the bassinet was still in our bedroom, but luckily he
Right.
already slept in like his own bedroom. And like there's puke in the bassinet too, because I was running with my mouth covered, so I was just like
Shooting out the sides.
And then I wake up in the morning and just like, why does everything smell like puke? She's like, oh, you don't remember? I'm like, nope, it didn't happen.
What, did the baby throw up?
the baby throw up.
But yeah, no. Apparently, she was cleaning for like 3 hours after because like he went everywhere except the toilet. But no, that party. We also had a human triangle, like where they did the like I think it was like three,
Is that like when you're playing
2 and 1 person on top, like just on their knees,
and everyone's naked?
No, I mean I don't remember.
That's what I was picturing. I'm like, wow.
For the sake of the story, they're naked too.
Okay, yeah,
is getting
it was naked.
interesting.
I know there was kids around too, but yeah, we were all naked.
The pizza oven is dedicated to the highest quality pie that the whole family can enjoy. With their amazing sauce and the freshest ingredients, the pizza oven is here to provide quality and a great tasting pizza to Winnipeg and East St. Paul. They use a delicious blend of mozzarella cheese and make their pizza crust daily, both thick and thin, and their meats are proudly provided by Winnipeg Old Country. They're located at 1215 Henderson Highway, Unit D in Winnipeg. Call them today at 204-949-3000 because everyone's loving the pizza oven. And tell them the VIPod sent you by using promo code VIPod5 for 5% off of your order, and order online for an additional 5% off for a grand total of 10% off of your order.
We would like to take a moment to say a great big thank you to our lead sponsor, SafetyNet Studio, for bringing us to all major platforms under their banner. SafetyNet Studio is a boutique audio company. They produce podcasts, offer voice work, and create content for radio stations across North America. You can head to safetynetstudio.com and check out music news you can use that's covering the chart toppers and floppers. It's a daily 6 to 7 minute pod that keep you up to date with all your active rock and top 40 favorites. You can also hear music news you can use on your local radio station.
I'm gonna go like way off topic here and just shoot off in another direction. But on the radio this week, on 106, they were doing this thing where there's apparently this thing going around online where if you mix a bubbly with some balsamic vinegar, it tastes like Coca-Cola.
Well, you can try that.
So you said you brought a bubbly,
I
right?
have a lime bubbly, but
Okay, well,
All
let's
right.
just use the little cup.
yeah.
I'm not gonna put a whole lot of.
Yeah, go for it. Pee break.
I'm not gonna put too much of this in, but Tyler Carr was saying like he hates balsamic.
I love balsamic.
I love it too.
Do I fill it up all the way, or
Well, let's go halfway and then see where we're at.
I just gotta smell it. Oh, that's smells like vinegar.
Smells like you need to add a bit more bubbly. But actually, in a way, it smells like Coca-Cola. Like it smells like a Coca-Cola.
It does, yeah.
That's gone
Yeah.
stale. Like,
Yeah, okay.
I see what they're getting at, but I'm at a not really on that yet. I think more bubbly, but I'm not sure. It needs more of
But
one of the two.
Yeah, now the smell is more. It does smell like Coke.
I mean, my comments on this are:
I'm gonna wait until our
has-
guest is back.
has anybody seen the price of balsamic vinegar? This is in no way a hack. Like, balsamic is so expensive.
It is, eh?
Just buy Coke. I mean, I guess, like, if you have no other option.
But it's mind blowing.
Again, I'm still not there. We're not at the right mixture. I need to know what the correct. Like, it's not undrinkable.
You you add some fucking syrup to it, like just for sweetness, like sugar, and you got Coke.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe that's what it is, a little sugar. Wow. Okay, I want to try that. That was cool. Okay, so are we going to add more bubbly, or are we going to add more vin?
No. I'm okay.
We're just going to cut it off right there? I'm okay with that.
So you don't have to try it because you both sipped out of it. If you want, you can.
But you should.
But you should take a whiff at least.
Thank you.
So that's bubbly and balsamic vinegar, and we're on agreement that one of the two needs to be increased to fully kind of hit the right mixture, and it probably needs a bit of sugar.
But if you just
Oh
smell
yeah,
it,
for sure.
but if you smell it, it does smell like Coke,
It does smell like Coke.
right?
Now, the point that I brought up was that balsamic vinegar is in no way, shape, or form cheap. So in no way is this actually a hack. Like
No.
you're not saving any money by mixing your own cola here. But in a pinch, I suppose.
No. I can't imagine.
You know,
like you smell the vinegar in it.
Teaspoon
Like,
of brown sugar in there maybe or something.
But it's not horrible.
It's better than bubbly. right?
well, all right, here goes. It's. Hang on, I need to try it again. It doesn't help that I just had this hot
Mikey
sauce.
likes
Holy
it.
shit.
It's not horrible.
It's pretty horrible. It's pretty horrible.
I've
But
had
it's,
worse
but
things
it's
in my mouth.
drinkable at the same time. Like,
Like if someone said it's healthy,
He's like,
I'd be like,
no, it's
"Whoa,
horrible. It takes another sip.
If it's healthy, like
I wasn't going to say it, but I saw that exact same thing happen.
I want to taste it. It's not bad. It's not good though. The vinegar kind of pulls away from it. If it had like, if
Okay,
it
so
was a marinade,
a tad more bubbly or a tad more vinegar?
Well, but
a
Which
touch
brings it
more like
closer to-
pour it on some beef and then grill it.
yeah.
Fair. I could do that too.
But yeah, no, it's that. The smell though, it does smell like.
It does smell like Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It smells like Coke.
with
Yeah.
a bit of vinegar.
If you need to make something that smells like Coke, balsamic and bubbly.
Okay, so I noticed that you have some other blades there that are not completed yet, right?
So these are 3 new designs that I made for the tattoo show. I'm gonna put them up to the
Okay,
screen
yeah.
there. Check out the VIPod
Here, let me give you some.
YouTube page, and they're not named yet.
Okay.
But I was thinking because of the tattoo show. Ooh, let's focus. Yep. So there's that one, and this one. I think this will be the turtle.
Ooh,
Oh,
I like that one. That's neat.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Shucker knife.
It's got a. I forget the name of the blade style.
That's good for
starting to
cleaning
feel
your
this
toenail.
drink.
That's one of those good blades for cleaning your toenails with.
I wanted unique pieces that are kind of like angular and unique for the tattoo show. Stuff that I can put a nice handle on and make it look very pretty. And I nailed the heat treat on these guys. Ooh, I nailed the heat treat. So these are 80 CRV2, which is a knife a type of steel that's fairly easy to heat treat. It's probably like if you were a beginner bladesmith, that's what I would recommend because
And for the listeners, those numbers have to do with the amount of carbon that's in the steel.
yeah,
which-
totally. Yeah.
Sorry, sorry for jumping in
chromium.
on you there. I watch Swords and Fire in case anybody else is watching.
Yeah, that's probably one on the newer episodes.
I'm
that
pretty
they
much
have.
an expert.
I've watched season 1 through 18, so yeah.
But you know what? I gotta say, and I need to ask you as well.
For sure.
Does those shows coming out had an effect on the industry for you? Because I used to do antiquing, and I was really big into antiquing.
Oh, yeah.
And then all of those like
American
pickers
Pickers,
and
yeah.
Storage Wars shows and stuff came out, and it absolutely destroyed the industry because
Right.
it made prices go through the roof because everyone wanted to do it and
Right.
nobody knew what the fuck they were doing, and everyone just because they wanted
They're
to do
willing
it so
to pay
bad, they were willing to
whatever.
pay whatever.
They're
And,
like, oh, this
like,
is old, so it's worth something. Well,
I literally got out of it because of those shows. As much as I
Right.
loved it, it was so much harder to make a living off doing it because those fucking shows happened.
It's had the opposite effect, really, where people are more exposed to it and they're like, oh, people make knives. That's cool. I want to make a knife. And they'll make a knife and sell it. But most people
And then
are
they're
like,
fuck, I should just buy a knife.
yeah, totally. I need a custom knife because I saw it on TV. So there's more people who understand the industry and want to purchase. But in the same respect, there's more people that are making as well. So it goes hand in hand. It has gone hand in hand.
Well, that's
there's
great.
more
That it
people.
worked out better for that industry than it did for antiquing and collectibles and shit like that.
yeah, no, it's fantastic. Like I that turtle one, I fucking like.
This
I can
guy,
actually
yeah.
picture myself you be somewhere in the jungle and like have like you need to split a bamboo, right?
Right.
Like
right.
that would be perfect for it. Like you can just kind of get the blade in there or the tip in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a bird's beak. It has that.
Yeah,
same,
well, even you need to you.
I was thinking of like all the knives I name off of lakes that I've been to or trails or mountains or something
Yeah.
like that. I love the outdoors. I was thinking of calling it like Falcon Lake knife, but
Yeah.
someone said it looks like
Falcon?
the beak of like a turtle's
Yeah.
like beak, like a snapping turtle.
That's
and I was
right.
like,
Yeah.
both are fitting.
both are fitting. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. We'll
But
see.
yeah, if you're a hunter,
Maybe
right?
I'll put a poll out there.
I'm going to
you-
invite you to the Manitoba Wildcat Craft Group because I think you'll fit right in on
Yeah,
there.
for sure.
And listen next week because we have Shay, the main guy from them, coming on. And he's gonna
Sweet.
actually. I think what he wanted to do. I don't want to make any promises, but he wanted to try to forage a whole bunch of shit, and then we're gonna try to cook it up next week and like
Oh.
just eat a bunch of foraged
Nice.
food and
Let's
stuff
get
like
some
that.
chicken
But,
of the woods.
But
Let's
I-
get a prairie chicken
I'm-
from the
he-
back.
he-
I'm
he's
a
big
like
into that
amateur
stuff.
mycologist as well. So
we've gone hunting for chaga in the past couple years.
What's a chaga?
I'm
cha-
allergic. I've got a bag of it at
Chaga
home.
is a it's not a fungus, but it's a growth that grows on certain trees, and you can steep it as a tea, and it is
Yep.
very has a lot of like big health benefits
Oh,
to
okay.
it, like the antioxidants
grows on
and
birch.
stuff like that. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Birch exclusively. It's a growth that
Yeah.
occurs on there.
It's black
And,
mass.
And can you like
It
use it
basically
in
ta-
meals? Like kind of. I'm just thinking
Well,
like
you
truffles.
you
right?
make like
know,
a tea out of it,
Oh,
and
okay.
the tea tastes like juicy fruit, basically.
Oh.
Like that's in my opinion, that's the
Yeah.
flavor that I get out of it. Like it has a very kind of like minty-ish. It's not an offensive flavor
Yeah, it's not
whatsoever.
No.
something gross.
But
It's very light.
Yeah.
There's a lot of claims for it being like a cure for fucking cancer and all
Yeah.
sorts of things. It's honestly not researched at all.
Yeah.
All these claims
Go
are
to the
literally just
doctor.
claims.
Yeah.
But
Get
yeah,
actual
if you have
treatment.
cancer, just trust what your doctor says.
Yeah.
But I mean, have some chaga, sure.
Yeah.
You know, like it's good
If,
stuff. But
if you think it's gonna make you feel better, it
but
might.
but it's like and we do this every August long. We go out for a camp
Yeah.
together, and it's a
which none of us have been invited. So
Nope, you don't get to come.
Yeah.
But
What the
but his
I've been on the show, dude.
his
Right?
family has some backwoods land, and we just go out there. There's no electricity, there's no water, there's none of that shit.
And we do chaga, right?
Yeah, we have some chaga.
we chugga each other.
we make these triangles of naked people.
But no, we just do we just
Medicinal
do
teas.
we do bushcraft shit all weekend, and
Nice.
you know.
But
just,
I gotta say, I've been saying this now for probably 2-3 years, and this year is not the year to do it. But next year, I'm organizing a crew to go where we used to go in Ontario. It's about a 4-hour drive from here, about a couple hours north of Kenora. It's past Grassy Narrows, if you know that area.
All right.
And it's literally, there's a spot where my buddies it was my buddy's girlfriend's uncle that found the spot for hunting. And
Crown land.
And fishing is fucking incredible. Like, I think the worst weekend we had, we still caught like 30 to 40 fish.
Nice.
And there was like times where you just dropped the line and
Boom.
you're pulling it, because there's only I only ever saw 2 other people on that lake fishing, and it's called Lake, and so it's in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. No,
You gotta
signal.
bleep that out, man.
Why?
Because we don't want people going there. Like,
Oh shit! Yeah,
August long weekend.
Mark it.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, shit. Fuck.
All your listeners are gonna be there.
Nah, they're too fucking lazy to do anything like that. But anyway, so like you know,
Do you diss your listeners? That's awesome.
100%. Yeah, fuck you all. But so we used to go there.
How do you
before
think we got
kids.
to 60 listeners?
Before kids, we used to go out there every long weekend. That was me and my buddy's trip every fucking time.
Naked pyramids.
Oh, well,
I'm going back to it again.
the best thing was though, these
Picture
hunters,
this triangle.
these hunters, they built an outhouse, and so our spot was right beside. There was a.
It was actually just a pyramid of naked people. And you would sit on the
we
top
shit
and
all
shit
over
off
them.
Oh God. Oh, I can picture it now.
I can smell it. No, but so the spot was right at the corner, because there was a from the lake there was a river going off, and so you had to go across the bridge to continue the trip to the next reserve. So we found this spot right on the corner, and then literally they set up the outhouse so you can shit with the door open. And
Tommy,
you're-
you've told this story so
and
many
you're
times.
I know, I did. And you are looking at like these beautiful rapids.
This is Tommy's Valhalla right
Oh,
here.
shit with-
It's
shit
a
with the
toilet
view.
overlooking the view.
All
The
right.
rapids and the
Shit
lake,
with
like
the
it's
view,
fantastic.
exactly.
So next year I want to go out there. Like,
So there's a place on the Manitoba River that's quite similar. There's like, if you start upstream from Manitoba and you go up, and it's got to be like 3 hours, maybe 4 hours up, and there's like this
That's your parents' lake,
lone
is it?
island.
Like, that's where your parents.
Yeah, my
live.
parents camp out at Manitoba. There's this little island, and it's little, so there's limited place
Yeah.
to go, right? But yeah, it's got this overlook spot as
It's
well, where it's like,
fantastic, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. And I remember I when I still smoked, it's just like I would sit there and just like light up a cigarette and just like. Just like it was the best smoke, best poo I've ever had.
There is
Yep.
something about that. Yeah.
Oh, it's
like
fantastic,
If
yeah.
you're a smoker having a shit in a smoke with a view, like that is
Oh, yeah.
that is pretty
Like,
much
I can die
Valhalla.
happy now.
I kind of feel like taking up smoking.
I-
Like, honestly, you're making
I
it sound
can get
great.
assassinated on this seat,
Yeah. No,
and I'd be okay with it.
You
but
died
so-
happy.
So I definitely want to go out and like at the time there was a resort, like a fishing resort, just probably 45 minutes before that, where this guy, what he did, he bought a bunch of like 16-foot tin boats, with 20 horsepower engines on it, and then he would rent them out right on
Sweet.
that lake. And so he would just give you the tank, give you the seats, the paddles, all that shit you needed. And then, it's kind of an honor system. Like, just go use it. And then whatever gas you use. And whatever you don't, you just kind of weighs it. And so we would rent a boat always for the weekend. It was fantastic. So
That's great.
I don't know if the boats are still available, because I know there's different owners right now. But either way, like, grabbing kayaks and just go out there, it would be fucking fantastic. Like, I really, and like even offshore fishing was brutal. Like, by 11 o'clock we would have our limit. So then, okay, shore lunch, let's go cook it all up, pig out,
Super.
and then go back and just catch and release. And then the next day we would again just have more
Fight
fish.
a bear.
No, we saw a couple of bears. One was on the roadside, the other one was on top of the tree. We tried to get close to the bear, just
On
came
top
down
of a
and just-
tree?
Oh yeah,
What kind of fucking bears
a
are you?
little black
fucking-
bear.
Drop bears?
No, actually, the funny thing is, I actually do have a picture of it somewhere on my Facebook. I'm gonna dig it out, but no, it's
At least Nomad will appreciate
actually.
that
You know what?
shit.
I'm gonna pull it up here because it the views there, like they speak for, and you guys get to see me what I looked like 10 years ago.
Oh boy,
It's hilarious.
but like seriously, Eastern Ontario.
Oh.
So nice, so nice. We went and did Stuart Lake Loop a few
What the
last
fuck
year.
is that, Tommy?
I don't know. Shut up. He's talking. Our guest is talking.
I don't know. I'm distracted now.
Don't move that screen over. Holy shit. What the fuck?
Western Ontario. Oh, I see the bear up in the
Yeah.
tree.
You know what's funny is how much Tommy and me used to look alike.
Okay, so here,
It's gorgeous.
You guys get to
My
laugh,
story's
yeah.
over.
But yeah, like
Yeah.
I mean, look at that fucking fish,
Beauty.
and like the scenery too. It's fantastic there.
Yeah.
Other
lot.
Than,
Manitoba's
other than that
beautiful.
ugly Slovak in the middle.
Yeah,
of
I
every
know, yeah.
picture.
Bass too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that was our setup there, and like just,
Yee.
yeah, it's just in the middle of the buttfuck nowhere.
Yeah.
And that was where?
This-
That's
this is
2010. 2010.
We can't say. But yeah, look at that. Like it's
August
fucking-
long, August long, August long.
We had these nights where it was just like beautiful. And see, this is where the rapids started. So we would always just park our boat there, tied up to a tree, and then we had to drive across the bridge, and then we would be somewhere on the side there.
Oh, dude.
But it's
You had me at we were outdoors. Yeah.
see, the little fucker was on there.
I'd have fought that bear.
But yeah, no, it's good.
It's a teddy bear.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was tight. Like I said, we got closer and just
You
like,
have not lived
left.
until you have fought bear.
fucked or fought.
Both.
But yeah, no, it's so next year
You
year
must
I
complete
really,
both quests before becoming a man.
I got school.
Your balls must drop.
Yeah. I got school this year and all, and like families coming from Europe. But next year, I'm dedicating 1 week. I want to go for a week.
Do it.
And I'm gonna try to organize a crew and just get out there and just.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is this morning I was playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I guess I had the volume a little loud. And there was a guy who had a really Nordic voice, but my
Sounded
son,
like me.
my son came out like an hour later. He's like, "Was Tommy here earlier?" I swear I heard Tommy here. It's like, no, man, just playing my game.
Oh man. Yeah, no. So again, thanks for bringing all these knives too.
No problem.
So yeah, plug your business. Like
Yeah. Rainy
us a
Day
spiel.
Forge. Go anywhere online. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I don't know what else there is. It's out there probably, but I should know what's out there.
Yeah. Rainy Day
Those,
Forge.
the main
There's
ones.
only
Rainy
one.
Day Forge.
There's only one.
Manitoba Blacksmith Guild is a good one to check out if you're wanting to learn this kind of stuff. And then I'm going to pitch out a podcast as well. I was on the Forge Side Chat podcast on episode 1 through 40. I did like a good half year of podcasting. It was a great time. I loved it, and love you. That's
fact that there's a
popping open a
forging-
beer.
Is that still around, that podcast?
Yeah,
Still
it's
goes?
still
Yeah.
going. It's still going. We got another guy from Ontario. That's the
Spotify?
new co-host. Yeah,
Is
it's
that
on
their-
Spotify. Yeah,
Or all your major platforms? Or?
yeah, all your major platforms. Sure.
Yeah,
And
we'll throw the links in for sure. Yeah.
beauty. Other than that, yeah, rainydayforge.ca is my website. And if
Go buy some
if I'm
fucking
not
knives.
if I'm not responsive,
Which one of these knives would be best for shanking Tommy with?
to shank Tommy
Like
right
if
now?
you were gonna shank
like
Tommy,
I would take this one. This is the one that's
That's
going to be at
pretty
the
shanky, I'm
tattoo
not gonna
show.
lie.
It's very
yeah, that's a
very
really
stabby.
shanky.
Careful, I might take pleasure in that. No,
yeah.
that's-
So there I am. Yeah, out there. Oh, hang on. One more thing. I'll also be later, maybe around Christmas time on MTS
thought you were
5
gonna say
TV. Yeah, I got myself a gig to make 3 episodes for them, and I'm gonna be filming that over the summer. I'm gonna be hanging out with 3 different people that need a knife. One of the guys, he's fur era, not recreationist, but like an educator.
Okay.
So I'm going to make him a trade knife, either from Northwest Company or HBC, Hudson Bay Company. And another person, he makes big hooks for not pike, but oh man, it's slipping my mind right now.
Sturgeon?
Not sturgeon. They look like a pike. Muskie.
Muskie.
Yeah. So he's a muskie hunter.
Muscalunge.
Oh, it's still on my
Muscalunge.
bucket list. Get a sturgeon and a muskie.
Yeah. I've never caught a muskie either.
I went salmon fishing, and that was one of them. Like I
dude.
wanted to do that.
You're the only
Fantastic.
person I know that pronounces the L in salmon.
Salmon.
Well, they're salmon. Salmon.
Salmon.
Salmon.
Salmon.
Salmon.
Salmon.
Solomon. Sorry, go ahead.
And so I'm making 3 knives for these dudes and filming it all, documenting it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's
So how did you land it? They just wanted knives and
I used to be really big into wakeboarding
Okay.
and made a documentary about 10 years ago.
You gotta love when wakeboarding gets you into a forging
Right?
documentary, right? Like that's
makes
the
sense.
best
It
connection
makes
you can
total
have in
sense.
life.
But through wakeboarding, I was organizing events. I filmed a documentary where we went to Churchill to go wakeboarding out there, and we filmed the whole thing, put it out there.
That must have been cold as fuck. Can I throw that out there? Like
You can throw it out there, but it was beautiful when we were there. It was like plus 26 and sunny, and we did not get eaten by polar bears, which was great.
no, polar bear. That's not even my concern. But like, does the water ever get warm?
We were winching, right? So it's like a motor with a spool of rope, pretty much. So
Okay. Yeah,
we're
yeah.
in like 5 inches of water, so it wasn't.
So
it
it's-
doesn't matter if it's
it's
cold.
livable.
Yeah, it's livable. And so I was connecting to all these filmmakers and like the industry and whatnot. And so I reached out this year when working on the podcast. I was like, we should probably do something where we connect with all these other blacksmiths.
Yeah.
So I connected with MTS, and they were like, we like the idea, but like, why don't you just make a knife and do this? And I was like, oh, sure. Like, if that's what you want me to do.
Whatever you guys want to pay for, that's all good.
100%.
Tommy's been trying to get into film forever, but Ron Jeremy just won't get back to him.
Yeah.
It's weird.
You got the mustache though. Like,
Someone's got to follow up the hedgehog.
that's it.
I
Though,
had the
probably.
belly. I got the belly too, not the dick. It's too small.
Yeah.
No, that's super cool, man. Like, yeah, like, that's awesome. Like,
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, we'll definitely shoot us a message that hey, it's out, and
Will do.
Yeah, we'll promote the
Will
shit
do.
out of it for sure.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
All right, let's see if we have a confession booth. I doubt it, but
I'm here for a confession.
Oh, Lord Jesus, what have you done?
Nothing. You just take it easy now.
I must confess.
Well, my dear. For your penance, 10 Bloody Marys and a good shag.
Leave a message. Beep.
you know what? We do it every week.
Let's see if anyone cares about our
We
show.
check it, and sometimes we get excited. Sometimes we don't get excited.
Dude, this pork is to die for.
It's
Please
fine. It's-
keep eating so much of it.
He
I
didn't
will.
didn't burn it this time.
Yeah. There was one time where, like, it wasn't even jerky anymore. Like, it was pure on just fucking, like, ash. And the people who were on our show that week, Lost Planet Airman, I got to throw it out to Lost Planet Airman. They kept insisting it was really good. And they are so nice.
It's heavily caramelized.
Yeah.
It's just char.
They were either all so drunk or so nice. One of the two, but
I think both.
Both.
maybe a bit of both. But it was not good food. I feel so bad. Like, we couldn't even eat it. We tried, and we were like, oh no, I'm so sorry, guys. And they're like, no, it's great. It's all right.
All right, let's get into the confession booth.
Someone actually.
We
Holy
have
shit.
we have one
We have
voicemail.
one.
We have one voicemail.
Who's Ace?
I have no fucking idea, but let's listen to it.
He's
She's
probably
one
listening.
fine piece of Ace, if you know what I mean. No, bro.
Okay, here it is. It's from Ace.
Oh, yes. Hi. My name is Ace from the Winnipeg Humane Society. I am calling to get in contact with it.
That sounds like Kyle.
No, I don't think that's Kyle. I have no idea.
I don't know.
I honestly have no idea who this is.
You say Jaguar? Let's just call him Tim for now. You could please call me back at the 204-982-2021. Again, this is Ace from the Human Society Pet Detective Department. We found a hamster with some of his, bowel DNA on the hamster skeleton. So please call me back. Thank you. Again, this is Ace.
That's actually a fucking fantastic call. I have no idea who that was.
That's Kyle.
It might be Kyle.
I'm
it
so
might
stoked. That's a great bit.
Okay, so for the listeners that were never part of the Wheeler After Dark podcast,
How much background do we give on this?
oh, all of it. Fuck the
fuck
Jaguar.
Jags.
So the Jaguar, and I mean, if his
And he'll be back on our show in the next coming
and if
weeks.
his daughter
Stay
listens
tuned.
to this eventually, it'll be fucking even funnier. So
I hope he lets her listen to our show. I really hope.
just this episode, yeah, just this part.
His what is she, like 9 years
10,
old?
I think, yeah. Okay, so the sad Jaguar got his stepdaughter, a hamster. Apparently, the hamster was an asshole.
God, we're gonna get canceled just for telling.
It was,
this.
it was basically just biting, just complete douchebag, right?
It was being a hamster.
I am little and I need to defend myself with my teeth.
So here goes sad Jaguar. Is like, well, it's okay. I'll just return it. So the daughter goes like, oh, okay. So he goes, returns the hamster.
Oh.
He goes to the fucking park and just lets it go, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And then, so, like, yeah, he didn't have the heart to do it because, like, you know, the hamster's probably dead, you know?
We can't
And
flush
it
it.
was received very well publicly. Let us just
Yeah.
put that out there.
Oh,
that
yeah.
all of the listeners just absolutely loved his decision-making abilities on this.
100%. So that's the joke, basically, that, and this is definitely Kyle. It's 100% Kyle.
Yeah, we laced into Kyle a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, last week we left him like 3 voicemails. Well, sorry, not we. The Jaguar left him 3 voicemails, and I mean, in Jag's defense, he did say it is like like if you don't pick up, it's just gonna get worse because we're hoping that he picks up the phone.
And we made 3 of those calls, and then he picked up.
Well,
And then when he picked up, Jags was like, "Did you listen to the voicemails?" He was like, "No." He's like, "Oh, okay, we're gonna have a problem."
Oh man!
But I want to go out there and say we didn't have a problem. It actually was all received very well. And
well, we haven't released the show yet. That part.
Oh, we haven't?
No, that one's going only to the Discord listeners. So yeah, we have a Discord group.
Interesting.
That you will get an invite now that is as you're a guest here. Then
Super duper.
it can get really out of hand.
I'd say raunchy is the word.
And then, well, yeah, but sometimes, I mean, I
It's
just
a
become a
raunchy
complete
group.
asshole on there and just like I bitch everybody else.
Yeah, Tommy's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
Nobody likes
I
Tommy.
try to be like the biggest douchebag on there, but just
Good
because
cop, bad cop,
yeah.
sure.
He doesn't try. It's,
Yeah, I mean,
it's a role that he takes on.
I just is.
Yeah. Who is phone?
Who was phone?
How make money?
How
Yeah,
money?
So we'll send you an invite if you wish to join. It can. Sometimes it can get. You can get 200-300 messages in a day.
Oh, wow.
And
sometimes it'll
nothing
be dead
happens
for like
3
3 days. Yeah, exactly. So it's one
I'm
of those
in.
things that
I'm
depends
in.
what's going on, right?
Yeah,
I'm
one
in.
more.
Nice. We got another
One
one.
of us. One of us. One of us.
Disconnect.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I mean, there's, you know what I gotta say, like we call our listeners the scumbags.
Nice.
And we call this the Scumbag Studio, technically.
Yeah.
All right.
And, it's Sad Jaguar kind of started calling us scumbags, and we're like, fuck yeah, we are scumbags. We
Yeah.
started
But he's a
owning-
scumbag too.
Oh, yeah, he's the biggest one, but not in a good way.
And
like
deserves
us.
to be
How
kicked
can you
in the
guys be
nuts.
scumdags and have like these awesome snacks?
Right.
Like, I think it's poorly branded.
Well, it's one of those things when when a bully tries to make fun of you, you own up to that shit,
Not,
right?
not,
Yeah?
not everybody enjoys being here, so we have to do everything we can to keep them sitting there for at least an hour. Or two.
with their snacks.
Once the snacks are gone, the drinks are gone, then I'm leaving.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
I think we're there.
Yeah, thank you very much for leaving the voicemail, Ace. If you guys want to leave us a voicemail, go to our website, thevipod.com, and on the bottom right-hand corner, you can click on the little microphone, and you can leave us a voicemail there. Also, you can leave us a little email at vipodmail@gmail.com. You can call us or email us with a dirty secret. You can call PETA on us or on Sad Jaguar, actually.
Go
only.
watch Beavis and
Yeah.
Butthead Do the Universe. It's on Paramount
Yeah,
Plus.
and
or
let
if
us
you
know.
stream
And let
shit.
us know what you think.
It's fucking hilarious. Like, if you like Beavis and Butthead,
Yeah. You're stuck in the
Nailed it.
traffic and that asshole in front of you is pissing you off, call us. If you guys enjoy this episode, please go to our website. You can rate and review our show, and you can also do that so on our Apple Podcast, on Google Podcast. You can do that now on Spotify as well. If you listen to more than 2 episodes on Spotify, you can rate it there as well. You can also listen on Amazon Music and TuneIn Radio and a whole bunch of other podcast platforms as well. Would like to thank to our sponsors, Safety Net Studio. Check them out at safetynetstudio.com. The Pizza Oven, pizzaoven.ca is where you can order your pizza. Have you ever tried Pizza Oven?
I need a slice.
You know what? They're
I
fantastic.
need a whole pie, man.
Yeah, so they don't deliver where you live,
That's okay.
but we'll make it happen.
All right.
We'll make it happen.
All right.
We'll figure something out, and we'll get a pie to you because it's fantastic. Like their pierogi pizza is fantastic.
Oh,
The chicken bacon
of
ranch.
course you're saying the pierogi is good.
I'm not Ukrainian, okay? Like but it's truly good. Like they don't put like some pierogi pizzas have actual pierogis on there.
Yeah.
They put like potato, like the ingredients are on the pizza. It's fantastic. Their chicken bacon ranch is to die for. That's like my favorite pizza. And like, I'm not a big chicken guy on pizza, and neither is my wife.
usually.
And like, but that one's
or tomatoes.
yeah,
and
it's so good.
It's a fantastic pizza.
And all their other pies are just fucking fun. They have wings too, salads and stuff. So it's really good. So go check them out. And then if you order online, you automatically get 5% off. And then if you use the promo code VIPod5, you get extra 5% for a grand total. 10%. And you can start collecting points as well, and then you can use those points towards your next purchase.
Yeah,
to
loyalty
get a bigger
points
fucking discount. So definitely check them out.
Where are they located?
Henderson Highway.
1215 Unit D.
Badlands Promotions.
Yeah, they're good too.
Yeah, they're okay.
They're okay.
Yeah, fuck 'em. Fuck Dag.
I'll do a post for them too.
Sad
At some
Dagwar.
point.
He was on last week. Yeah, check out Badlands Promotions on Instagram and
They
Facebook.
held her down when we got drunk.
At Badlands Promotions. Also follow us on our social media on Facebook and Instagram, the VIPod Podcast on both of them. All right.
Hello!
Okay. Barbecue. Is it happening?
It's going to happen. Let's do it. Are we
Okay.
going to announce it?
Yeah.
Let's
Let's do it. Yeah. So we already have one band confirmed for the barbecue.
Yep.
And working on the second one, possibly a third one.
VIPod band.
Well, that's inevitable.
Closer.
But, yeah. Yeah, we're the headliners. No. But yeah, so August 27th.
August 27th at Scumbag Studios, we are going to have the first annual VIPod barbecue fundraiser.
Because we're going to raise some money for a Never Alone Cancer Foundation. So we're going to have Michael on the show at the end of the month.
Yep.
So we raised some money last year for the Cancer Foundation, and it's one of the best fucking charities because So charities often probably take a bigger cut to run their business, but what we've heard from, not necessarily from the charity, but from actually people that use the charity, how much they've helped them, it's incredible. And so if we can somehow contribute a little bit to it.
And the thing is, throughout the year or two of us doing this, we've had at least 2 or 3 people who have actually gotten in touch with Never Alone and
Absolutely
gotten their help.
Yeah.
And that alone is enough to make us, willing to keep going for this cause.
Absolutely.
Because we could do something for the Canadian Cancer Foundation or something, but you're never going to have that direct story.
Yeah. So
we've been able to
we're
get.
gonna throw a barbecue with we're gonna have probably 2, maybe 3 bands. It's gonna all happen on the lot out here. We're gonna try to possibly set up a stage and just have a big fucking barbecue. We're gonna start selling tickets as soon as we figure out like the right price. And we're gonna also have like a donation box if people want to donate more. The tickets will be basically to cover the food and and whatever's left from it,
and maybe outhouses, depending how many you assholes
well,
want to actually come
exactly.
out.
Yeah. We're definitely getting some porta potties because
we know you guys love to shit.
If anyone's
if anybody loves to shit,
if anyone's gonna plug up this fucking toilet, it's gonna be me, and not one of you fuckers. But yeah, so we're gonna cover our cost for the barbecue, but then the rest is all going to Never Alone Cancer Foundation. And
we're not making a penny off of this.
No. It's we're in it for the party, not for the money. So keep that date open again, August 27th, 2022.
And stay tuned for ticket details.
Dude, that's coming up quick.
Yeah,
that's next month.
I want to see that outhouse with a view though.
Are you gonna come? Or what? Are you gonna come?
We'll put it on the roof, Tommy, so it looks over the farms.
Saturday?
Farms over 59. That's what we'll call the view. Farms over 59.
Well, the invitation goes out to everyone. It's not just to the listeners, to the scumbags, but invite your friends. It's again, we're trying to raise as much money as possible for the.
Yeah,
for
this
the
is about Never
foundation.
Alone, and we're probably gonna set up stuff while you're here
I'm
as
coming.
well to raise more money. Some more games and stuff while you're here.
Absolutely.
Whatever we can do to raise
We'll have
a
a
few
fire
more bucks.
going. We'll fucking it'll be good times. Are you gonna have the pool set up?
No, not this year.
You should set it up
I
out-
couldn't even do it. Somebody would drown. Our listeners are way too dumb.
Sounds
to
like a them problem.
swim. Yeah, I agree.
You can't swim in like 40 inches of water.
Maybe a zip line into the septic tank.
Ooh, that sounds great. I've had that happen. Like, remember that story with Steven where the guy walked right into the fucking shithole? This guy, we went to Dreadnought. It was a local band.
I've heard of them.
Okay, so they were doing a video shoot out by LaSalle at a guy's property, and this guy's walking with 2 beers. All of a sudden, he just disappeared. All you see is 2 hands. His beers were still outside, but yeah, he fell into pool water.
Step behind the outhouse into the
Please fence off those areas.
into the latrine tank, if you will.
But anyway, so yeah, keep August 27th open for yourselves because we're going to be here getting drunk. We'll probably throw on a live show as well. Maybe let's try to keep it to half an hour because...
Yeah, it's going to end up going on for 4. It'll be all night long. We're going to be recording.
All right.
And Tommy's going to be editing for 3 weeks afterwards.
No editing on that one. I'm not editing on that one anything.
You're going to need to because there's going to be hours of silence. Because we're just going to walk away from the mics, but
true.
we're going to leave them going all night long.
That's okay.
But it's going to be an event. You're not going to want to miss it. Rainy Day Forge is going to be here along with
Lost Planet Airmen's confirmed that they're going to play.
So the Planet of the Lost Airmen will probably be here.
I'm sure Dag will be here. We're going to try to get the Sad Jaguar here.
I bet Dag could get Indigo down here too. I would love to have Indigo fucking play on my roof. That would be fucking awesome.
On the roof.
Yeah, that's how we're going to try to set up the stage.
I'm
Rooftop stage, just like the Beatles.
Oh, why didn't you say that earlier?
This is
Holy
going to be
shit.
like the Beatles, but fucking 60 years later.
Actually, if we could get the sad Jaguar, if we could duct tape him to the wall, and then just get like, yeah, I don't know, 20,
well,
20
don't
30.
tell him it's a barbecue. Just tell him that you're taking him out drinking, and then
Just
we'll
bring him here,
kidnap
yeah.
him and
Yeah,
tape
absolutely.
him to a wall.
What's up with the duct tape? Yeah.
Yeah. Just shut up. Start with the mouth. Anyways, so what do we do at the end of the show? We do shout outs. So you can shout out anybody you would like. I mean, you've already given yourself plugs and the guild, but this is anyone at all, whether it's your family, friends, another business that helped you out in any way. The mic is yours.
All right. I'm going to shout out Forge Side Chat. That's where I started podcasting. That's Lando Novak and Steve Cornelson right now. And right now, it used to be me. So 2 good dudes. And let's shout out Neels Van Den Berg. He's the one on YouTube. He's under Black Dragon Forge. He has an excellent line of tutorials on how to shape knives on the anvil. Hot work.
Oh, nice.
That's the guy that I go back to every now and then. And he's an incredible maker. He's out of Johannesburg, South Africa.
Oh, cool.
It makes his daggers are like pieces of art.
Nice.
But he won't say he's an artist. He's a craftsman. He's a badass dude.
Have you connected with him at all, or?
Yeah, yes. Not one-on-one. I've connected with him a few times on virtual events. We've invited him to Manitoba Blacksmith Guild events, and we put on a Canadian event as well. It was like a nationwide event. So
nice.
Yeah,
fantastic.
great dude.
I love
great
when we
dude.
put our guests on the spot like that and they answer so quickly, because you do this to me every week and I cannot come up with somebody to shout out. So.
And my wife and kids.
So
Yeah, my wife and kids.
Shout out to you for just having being able to shout out.
You know what? I have to say, I've met your kids last year. They came out to our campsite.
Yeah,
and
right.
You know what? Your daughter, first thing she did, into the bush, picking Saskatoons, and just she was she felt so comfortable, and then your sister was like, oh yeah, they just love outdoors. So,
she's the harvester. She's the bush girl. Yeah, totally.
Fantastic kids, by the way.
Thank you so
they're
much.
wonderful kids. Yeah, they were.
Awesome.
I really hope you guys should all come out for one weekend where we're out there and just we can cook up a storm.
It has always been the plan.
Yeah. What the hell, man? This is our 3rd year, man.
Summers are too damn short.
They really are.
They are for sure.
In Manitoba. Yeah.
Bretzky, do you have a shout out?
I am going to shout out the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, the back-to-back champions, two golden stripes, as you can see on my jersey here. And they're playing tonight for some reason, our recording night. Yeah, the 4th of July.
How dare they?
Normally they'd have played on Friday, which would be Canada Day, but the CFL decided that was not a good day, and so it should be on 4th of July.
That's why you're shouting them out?
Instead.
What the fuck is wrong with
I'm
you?
shouting out the Bombers. I'm not shouting out the CFL. But go Blue. They're 3-0 right now, and I hope they do it again tonight.
Awesome.
I am going to shout out my daughter. She is going through some crazy waves right now.
Going through changes.
No. So she's going to Europe, to Slovakia.
Oh, nice.
Oh, damn.
And she was supposed to leave on the 18th with her grandparents from here.
How old is she now?
She's
if
turning
we can
13 August 1st.
So how do you feel about that, sending a 13-year-old
Absolutely.
across the
I
pond?
feel 100% confident. She's a smart girl. She's a great kid. So,
But is she a slut?
Well, she might turn into one. She might turn. I mean, have you met her mom? Love you, Mark.
Sorry.
No, but so.
Welcome to the VIPod.
So she's originally, the plan was that she's gonna fly out with her grandparents from here, like with my wife's parents, and she's gonna stay there for 3 weeks, and then she's coming back with my parents. And they're gonna.
It's not like she's just
she's
going
not
to the
traveling by
airport
herself. But so we got the news that because of Air Canada going through the shit right now, her flight got canceled. But they were willing to reschedule. Now, the rescheduling dates were, I think it was the 26th, which would have only given her like 2 weeks in Slovakia. So it was like, that sucks. Plus, the travel time would have been like fucking 32 hours, like brutal, like layovers. So we're like, fuck that. And the other date was July 10th, which is this Sunday coming up. So she was just like, oh, okay, so I'm going to, now it hit her. That was 3 weeks. Now it's 4 weeks. She's like, I'm going to be 4 weeks without my parents. So she's like freaking out. Her birthday party with her friends was supposed to happen next week. And like that got canceled.
So yeah, if you're going to do that, it's, yeah.
So it's like, we're just like, well, we told her like, if you want to have your birthday party this week, that's okay. But it's going to be rushed. Like your friends might not be able to make it. Do you want to just postpone it for later? And so she decided to do that. And like, so her with mama went shopping today, getting like new stuff. And like, I got 2 pairs of sunglasses. I got new Crocs and whatever, you know.
She's the cutest punt you've ever seen.
She is excited. And so I want to shout her out for, this is the first time she's going without us. And it's a big journey for her. Like it's got to be a huge experience for her to go without her parents somewhere.
International.
I mean, because the last time she went, she was like 8. Right?
Well, I went with her in 2019. That's me and her went to the IIHF championship hockey games.
Is that when you brought her to the red light?
No, that was in Amsterdam. That was the year before that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I took her to red light district. Eh?
Yeah, it's what you do with your kids, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we went during the day, but there were still ladies.
Yeah,
they were fully.
You take them during the day, but you take your kids. To
they were covered up. They were wearing lingerie.
Aren't they cold?
Keep justifying it, Tommy.
Well, they're inside. They're behind closed doors with a big glass. Actually, yeah, my daughter I was like, whoa, and my daughter was holding my hand.
Watch the road.
Yeah, she was just like, come on, pulling my hand. But yeah, so my shout out goes to her. Good luck, honey. And she's not going to listen to
have
this.
Have fun
anyways,
at the red light district.
But yeah, it's she's going to have a blast. So, anyways, Justin, thank you very much.
It's a pleasure. Love being here.
It was it's super cool to see all the work you've done here, and I know you have way more things there. I was really hoping you're gonna bring like a fucking battle axe or something, but next time. Did you make a battle axe?
I do battle axe, like construction knives, axes.
Yeah.
It's like a different type of construction of like traditional axes. Yeah, forge welded. Yeah.
Maybe next time you're on the show, hopefully you're gonna have like a big one, like big orcs carry, you know,
big beard to it.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you very much. Wish you the best with your business. Hopefully it just takes off more and more with your plans for the convention. Let's call it convention.
Yeah,
you know?
Thanks so much.
I mean, definitely. You know, we'll stay connected and keep an eye out, and we'll keep plugging you if there's something going on.
And we'll see you at the end of August.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
Absolutely. You should bring some blades, and we'll build like a giant wheel. We'll put the Jag on. We'll spin him, and we'll throw knives. Yes.
Yeah, it'll be just like the old school freak show days. We're bringing back the freak show.
Just make sure the knives are really dull, so it just hurts him.
There'll also be a bearded lady. We'll get Nomad to not shave for at least a month.
Oh no, it'll take her a week. That's it. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Again, thank you very much. Bretzky, go fuck yourself.
Bye.
Love you. Bye. That was me.
It's probably about Kyle.
Did you?
That's possible.
Did you guys do your ad reads?
I just plugged them in.
We pre-recorded those because it was way too hard to keep doing it every week.
Good job.
Yeah.